My leg was burning, like, because blood is dripping off my
trouser.
Yeah. And then my hand is aching, blood was dripping off. You can see this. So inside I have some, I don't know if you can see this.
So hi guys, karibuni to Glow with McKenna as always. I'm your girl McKenna, and guys, I have an amazing guy over here with me, and make sure you watch his exclusive interview, because for now he's been trending all over BNN, Nairobi Gossip, Switch TV, karibadi CNN wa kuandika. But okay, you guys. So guys, we'll be talking about events in Kenya, security, iPhones. Yeah, not just an iPhone, like in South. I'll be learning more about how to secure. They're called households.
Yeah, household items and stuff.
Household items, yeah.
So I actually got that information today myself. I didn't know about it. So.
So we are all learning.
Yeah.
It's a learning process. It's a learning curve. We never shule ishangi, by the way. And guys, karibuni to Glow with McKenna. Ride along with us as we talk and discuss about why he has been trending. Number one, of course, is a mentalist. He's a celebrity ground. This guy, he's known. And for you to learn more about him, keep it here. We're definitely going up to have another episode with him for you to know who he is. Is he a firstborn? Is he a lastborn? Alisomea wapi? You guys will be learning more because, yes. But before that, ebu tuambie, what really happened? As we can see, your hand is fractured. Ini plaster uko nayo?
No, I was given what do you call it?
Naza chungulia?
Yeah.
Hapana, nitakuuliza. Acha.
It's more of a dislocation and a fracture. I don't know. I wasn't really.
Was
just
it
had some X-rays. No, they told me. I don't know if it's a dislocation or a fracture, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to okay. Let me start from the beginning.
How did it happen? Where were you? What was happening?
Yeah. So actually, there was an event at Impala Grounds that was I don't know if I should say it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can. Yeah, it was there's the Smirnoff EABL Smirnoff. Mm-hmm. It was a very nice event. Perfectly. There was a lot of security in the incident.
Oh, security was okay.
Yeah, in the incident security. You know, these guys who wear the green jackets. They're all over. That's for sure. So I can't say that they weren't there. The event was beautiful, but the challenge came in now when you're leaving the event. That's where everything changed.
What time was it?
This was around. The event started at around 2, but I didn't go for the early one because I had an event somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I was given a special invite by one of my friends. There's Moses as well.
Moses Matiba.
Yeah, he's a good friend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just went to just to, because I had tickets. I didn't want to waste them. Yeah. I went to attend. That was at around what time was it? Around 10:30, 11? Mm-hmm. 10:30, 11. Yeah. So people started leaving the event venue at around from 1 p.m. 1 a.m.
1 a.m. in the morning now.
That's when people started leaving the event and everything, because it ended quite late. So the thing is, I had requested my Uber. I was just leaving the premises, and I had talked to the Uber guy. He said he had arrived, so I was going to get into the Uber. But you see now outside the event space, people are crowded. People are leaving the event, so people are waiting for the Ubers and everything. So you can't know who is who. You think everybody's from the event. Yeah. There's some Buddhas on this side and this side, or Mejabale. So I'm going to get to my Uber. So I'm trying to check the number plate so they can, because there are many Ubers there. So in the process, I see some guy on some, I don't know why it didn't hit me at that point. Some guys were on the side. Yeah. So I had a hint that something was not right. Mm-hmm. But before you process instinct, but before you process it and go back, it's too late.
Yeah.
So some guy strong. I just felt like a what do you call it? Someone hit me from the back with his hand and then strangled me. So in the process, you're being you feel like you're suffocating because this guy is holding you so tight, and he's pulling you back, so you can't see what's going on in the front. That's why I have a lot of neck strains right now on my neck. Yeah. He's pulling you back, and he's like trying to suffocate you. Then other guys come and pull your legs and put you on the ground. This guy is still holding your neck, remember? So I'm on the ground. I had my phone with me on my hand. This hand actually on my. Yeah. So I'm in strangle. I'm holding my phone because I had a very big jacket. So I'm trying to put it in my pocket. So they caught me in that state to put it in my pocket so now strangled me. So I'm in this position. I'm trying to move up. So I'm trying to push his hand off. But some guy dragged my legs. They put you on the ground, still holding you. They start kicking you, start hitting you and everything before they even take your stuff. Yeah. They start beating you up. I think it's just to make you unable to, in that process. So I'm lying on my phone and people are on me. There's a guy stepping on my back, like with his knee.
Oh,
yeah, I'm flat on the floor. Yeah, like my head is like this. I can see the front, but I can't see what's going on at the back. So guys are kicking me and everything. Then I felt like a sharp object, like a knife, on my leg, this section now, which is very painful at the moment.
Yeah.
This guy was trying to cut off my belt. He managed to cut off my belt with a knife.
Mbona nibada belt? Kwani ilikuwa Gucci belt?
I have no idea, but I didn't even realize my belt was cut until I got home.
Oh, you still had it, but
actually not even home, hospital, because my belt was hanging in two separate pieces, and I had cut wounds here, like they were trying to cut, so they're cutting me as
pia nakukata mwili in the
so
process.
my leg was paining at that. I didn't feel anything at that point because I'm so confused at what's going on and everything. Then all of a sudden, so they think I'm trying to resist with the phone, but I'm lying on it. I can't move. And my other hand is on my back. This guy's like, "Hey, pigana chupa, like so there's a bottle right in front of me. Smell of
Oh my God.
Those big, is it 750 ml, the big one, the big glass bottle. That one just right.
The 1 liter one.
Yeah. But I saw it when they said mentioning it. They're like, Bunge kichwa. The guy took a glass, the guy was in front of me, started banging it on my head till it broke. I still didn't process what was going on because
Uko in shock.
Everybody's hitting you and you're in that state. They managed to take the phone, they ran off. But you see now, I had some cash in my pocket because it's a big jacket. So they had like 2K or something. They took the 2K, ran, but I had my wallet still. I had my bank cards and everything. Yeah. So after they left, one person was left trying to take the wallet. But luckily it had the trigger thing, so I lit it up and tried to, I can't be cheesy.
I tried to actually show people was quite like the trigger thing as in.
Yeah, so
it's
okay. So this is my wallet, yeah?
Yes.
I had my IDs and everything in the process. But you see, I lit it up because people were like so confused. What's going on? Because now I'm trying to push them back from. I took the wallet was on the ground. I took it because they were trying to take it away. And believe me, I was not feeling pain at that point. At all, zero. It's like you're still in shock. Yeah. So I did. This guy said moving back, because I look like I'm a witch or like I'm crazy or something. That point, I went back into the gate at the Impala grounds. I went back.
After you lit it up.
I had to go back in because these guys. First of all, the phone guys had escaped with a bike. They take your stuff. Then the moment they leave you alone, they jump off you, all of them at the same time. It's like they leave you and they go. So that you don't know who's who. Then they start merging into the crowd. But one person was on the phone, I could see them. Jumped on a bike.
Do you see the faces? If you saw them today, would you recognize?
I would know.
All right.
These guys were cheering Mira, they had Kips, Nini, they were wearing big jackets. There were many of them and they had stunt eyes. Because I saw them before. But you don't know who it is, you don't know who's who because everybody's leaving the event and everybody's waiting for the Uber. So you think you're okay. And nobody's going to help you in that, but nobody was.
I was actually to ask, were there people around?
Almost like 50 people.
Na kuna mtu angekuja kukusaidia?
No.
Why? Because they're scared ama that's Kenya for you.
They didn't mention, but when they were jumping off, they were like, "Usifuate kuna bunduki." Like when they're showing you, like, "Usifuate kuna bunduki."
Okay.
So you let this guy go with the phone, but my wallet's back there. So I'm trying to go get my wallet. That one guy's trying to
take your wallet.
Yeah. So I lit it up and it starts moving back and everything. So I go back into the gate. This guy runs in the border. He goes. That's when I knew it's gone. So I went back into the Impala grounds at the gate because I felt like my head was just burning, like just hitting and hitting and hitting. So at that point, I couldn't see properly who was there. So I remembered Moses was in
the crowd.
Yeah. So I went and got him. I was like, "Yo, I've been attacked and mugged," and I'm still feeling pain at that point. I'm just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding.
No,
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. So Moses, he was kind of tipsy kidogo. So
that's possessive for you.
Yeah, but he was, he was trying to process, are you okay? Like, what's going on? So I'm showing him my hand is not seeing. He's like,
And they're confused, like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Then it hits him that I'm in bad shape. So I walk, I'm not feeling pain at that point. I don't know what the heck is going on. So
You're confused as well.
So confused. I walked to the gate and that's when it hit me. My leg was burning like, because blood is dripping off my
trouser.
Yeah. And then my hand is aching, blood was dripping off. You can see this. So inside I have some, I don't know if you can see this. If I go in, there.
Oh my days.
Yeah. So, okay.
Let me help you.
Okay. Yeah. So they're like, so my hand is also bleeding. It's painful at the same time. So now Moses is trying to push people back into the gate because people are being mugged outside there.
Warning them now.
Yeah, people are still coming in. They're screaming. They're getting mugged and everything. A woman comes back with her purse. Unajua yo holder. Na unajua na hold ikiwa peke yake hivi. Bag imeenda. Wamekata wameenda.
So security ilikuwa mbaya hapo nje.
Zero.
Terrible.
The guards were there at the gate, but the guards I think for Impala or something. You know the guards for the event were wearing green. And
Kwani they weren't helping the guards?
No, they were staring at you. Wamebiwa pale. Nini. Nikubaye huko nje. Umefanywa hivyo. Okay. Umefanywa hivyo nini. You know, just sympathizing with you.
Wow.
Like, nikubaye huko nje.
But they ain't helping.
No, giving a shit. So that's what was pissing me off. So Moses actually took initiative and said to people, come back into the gate, do not leave the premises until Uber gets in. Because these guys are waiting for you outside there.
Adele sober up.
The guy was sober. He was sober.
He's sober.
Again, after he's asking us, he's no, talking, I'm funny.
Yeah.
Picky guys are just standing there, just looking. You know, they're like a crowd. Just looking at people like that, like it's not our business. But they're all part and parcel of the whole thing. Because, you know, they're helping escape. Yeah. We see one guy going there, big guy to his Uber, but he's super drunk, he's tipsy, he fell. Then guys are trying to help him up. Kumbe those guys are stealing from him. Etifikisha vizuri nini.
Na wanamibia tu bado.
Wanibia simu, wanaeka kwa mfuko nini.
Msaidie.
You can see them doing it.
And there's nothing you can do.
You go out there, they threaten you with a gun. Like, kuna bunduki. So all we could do was mostly telling people to come in. So at that point, I was just so much pain. I think his friend was a journalist. Her name is Faith. I'm not sure if you know her. Faith. Her name is Faith. I got her to know my name afterwards. Yeah. So she got me into her Uber. Then we went to South.
Oh, so your Uber side to you?
I didn't have my phone, so.
No more communication.
No more communication. Banks are closed. No money. Nothing. Like there's nothing you can do. But I had some numbers in my head, obviously. So she's like, let me take you to my place, you get some first aid, and then I call probably someone you know or something. So I got we got South B, the Uber guy.
Moses
aliacho hapo. I think he was trying to help people come back into the premises. So we got to South B, and then the Uber guy who we were going with actually refused to take me to hospital. He was like, we have to pay, I don't know, we can't, as long as I don't have a phone, you know, I have to order an Uber for him to take us to where.
Where did humanity go to?
Yeah, at that point. So the guy at the back, you know, okay, Faith was with her, I think her guy or something, I'm not sure. But there were two people at the back. Yeah. Him and Faith. The guy was so pissed at this guy that, you know, he was... Like, he's focusing so much on money and, you know, the whole thing. So he was like, you just alight here, we do first aid on you, and then we call someone to take you to hospital or something. So they poured some water, because I couldn't climb up the stairs. So they just put me on a chair. Started cleaning off the blood on my head, on my hand, on my leg, and with water, running water. Then that's when I called one of my friends using her phone. So I called my friend to call my management to come and get me. Yeah, because usually I have a couple of friends' numbers instantly direct because who was nearby. Yeah. So I called them. They called the management. I think you know Jay Blessing.
Jay Blessing, yeah.
Yeah. So Blessing was there in less than 6 minutes.
He's your manager.
Yeah. He actually, my direct, you can't get to Jay Blessing on call. You can't. It's like for security, for personal reasons, you can't just get to him. So I had to call my director to get to him because they work together directly. So he was there in less than, let's say 5 minutes. He was there. He rushed me to Coptic. We took X-rays, the emergency department. The first thing we did was without even cleaning the wounds and everything, it was X-rays fast because my head was my most concern, especially, you know, if I was afraid if I lose my mind, my head was my most, like, forget about my hand, my leg, I was just more in the head. Luckily, my head scans were okay, but my hand and my leg were the ones that were a problem. So I had a very bad bruising here, some kidogo.
The stabs.
You know the way you're cutting a knife, but you're poking, like, and it's a belt, so you can imagine the force they're using. Yeah. And then my hand, my wrist, I don't know if it's a dislocation or a fracture. Yeah, you could. So you afadhali hapa from here until here.
Yeah, we can.
It's bad. It was bad.
Oh my days.
You should have figured that it was so bad. So they did some cleaning. They gave me a shot on my thigh for immediate relief because I was in so much pain. And then, yeah, after that, the painkiller they gave me was super strong. So I had some coffee. I was at the hospital.
Ulipeleka hospital?
Yeah, Coptic. Straight up into Coptic.
Ile Ngong Road?
Yes. Because you know,
you had to be rushed.
We were Ngong Road, tukakomela South B.
Yeah.
He took me back to Coptic. He said Coptic is a very good hospital.
Okay.
So emergency department, tukaingia, all that stuff was done, and then he took me home. No, actually, we went to report at the police station. Then he took me home.
So you have the OB number and everything?
Yes, went to Kilimani actually.
Has it helped?
Good question. You go there like, report. You go there, they keep, but then you go to the station, you're sitting, they can see you're badly injured. No, they're talking about their stories. What? Jay is just standing there looking at them like, obviously, you know, he has his connections, he can just make a phone call.
Oh, Jay, bless him.
Yeah, and you know, get things hasty and that, but I think he wanted to observe, you know, also you don't want to create that, what do you call it? That it inajua mtu so mtafanya job or something like that. He was just calm at the whole time. So he waited for them to finish, then they wrote down there will be the report.
For like how long?
It was like what, 15 minutes?
15 minutes umeketi tu hapo unaumia lakini
Jay standing there, I'm on the chair, they can see me, like, no one guy's like, nini imefanyika? Oh, okay. I couldn't pen a report.
Like it's
asking me to go give the report. So yeah, from there they directed us, it was Sunday, that was Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So hakuna, people are not at work.
Yeah, of course.
We go to the, I think DCI offices hapo kando. The guys are like, oh, explain to us what happened. We explain, they say we can show that my phone was actually active online.
Yes.
I think I posted the picture.
You posted
it was
yeah.
Literally it's online.
Yes.
But I'm not nothing, like
they ain't doing nothing.
it's Sunday. They have to wait till Monday to track the phone, you know. So Jay is like, yo, what the heck is going here? Because you can imagine your phone, we're showing that the phone is online. Because it's going to go off at some point, you know, because of the battery and everything. So like, why can't you do something right now since it's online? The guys are still there probably in most cases, yeah? Why wait until tomorrow to get to the offices again to report and then now to start investigation, you know? So it didn't make sense at that point. So we left it, we just put it on lost mode. Usually when your iPhone gets lost, you put it on lost mode, you leave a message, but that's just to lock your phone. Yeah, so, but luckily I had an eSIM. So I had two SIMs in my phone. Yeah. I had a Telecom line and a Safaricom line. Telecom was for business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my Safaricom line was eSIM. So every time we tried calling, my Safaricom line was going through.
And there's nothing there.
Yeah, because you can't turn off the phone. Yeah. And if you turn off the phone, it's still trackable. It usually says it's still trackable while off or something. So the phone is going through, but they had removed the telecom line. But these guys don't care. As long as they come tomorrow.
Ni Sunday.
Ni Sunday. Kuja kesho cha idea. You know. So Joe was like, it's okay. We'll figure something out. Let's just go. But just let's keep updates on where the phone is and everything. So now the next day, I have a friend who was also at the event. His name is Fela. He has some good contacts with the DCI and stuff like that. He gave me a contact. Next day, I went to my guy.
It's a Monday.
That's Monday morning now. I didn't go back to Kilimani. I went to now Pangani.
Police station?
Yes, made the report. Actually, I didn't even write an OB. Because the OB I had at Kilimani, I went to that too.
Yeah, to
Pangani. Yeah, so I went there. I was like, I've been referred to you by this guy. Went there. The guy's like, okay, give me the email number, give me this. He's like, we'll handle it from there. Yeah, so I was actually referred to him because I was told he's a very good guy who the tracking stuff and everything. So, and then after that I went to Kilimani now again to make sure that at least I have people searching on this side and this side at least, because kind of, you know, you leave one person doing it,
you're messed up.
Chances are of being followed up. I went back to Kilimani. They took me through a very long process. They're like, I went to the office and they're like, iPhone haitapatikana. Unajua hata siku hizi watu wamekuwa street smart nini. I was like, what do you mean? I can see the phone online. It haitapatikana. Like, hiyo haitapatikana. Umerifariwa kwa nani? Like, a PC called Narrates. Narrates came and actually he was very helpful.
Cool.
His name is Narrates or something.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the DCI officers. He came. He was like, he saw I was injured badly. He gave me a P3 form? The one you fill when you have a medical.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gave me the P3 form. I filled it up. He filled it up for me actually. It was like, we need to get CCTV surveillance of what happened that night because there were multiple reportings.
Yes.
After the story went live, so many people kept calling about, they got marked. So he was like, if you have all these people who are reporting, tell him to come tomorrow morning to the station, report and put it on one file, then we go ask for CCTV surveillance. So he was like, if you can, because I had my personal rider who came with me to take me back home and everywhere. Yeah, his name is Brian. So we went to the place itself, asked for CCTV surveillance, and the guard who was there was like, question nilikuwa ukipigwa hapo jana? And I was like, alafu. He was like, kulikuwa kubaya. I'm like, okay, sasa. The guy he's just saying like,
When you anamkasirisha na siko hapo. I'm so mad right now.
So I'm like, was that CCTV surveillance? I'm like, everyone get mkubwa pale. So apparently one of the soldiers was big or something. So I went to the gates. This guy, he's wearing just he didn't have a sweater. Like, I'm asking him, was this CCTV surveillance? He was like, yes, but we can't give it to you until you have an official letter to Impala grounds. So I just told this guy, the cop, that they have surveillance, and that they'll only provide it unless a letter. So now actually I have the voice recording you can hear from him. He said that, okay, he'll handle it. He'll write a letter by, I think that was Tuesday morning, to get the CCTV footage, because it covers the whole area. I'm sure if you see that footage, you're going to go crazy. Because
ile uziliendelea hapo
mbaya.
What people hurt?
Badly. Mtu anaingia hata bila viatu. Kama mtu anarudi bila viatu.
Anahepa tu.
Anabeba nani bag hivi.
Yeah. Lakini Ngong Road, what's your take on events? Sorry, after that cause amaliza, okay. People start DMing me about they also got mugged. Same style boda nini, mtu akampiga chini. Bruising. They still then they go with a boda.
They go. Right now, my friend, she's not my friend, but she contacted me. So we started talking about what's going on with the iPhone thing and everything. So these guys usually send you a link to click to unlock your phone. That way, when you put your password and everything, they get access to it and they access your phone. So now they had started sending her links. But luckily, I posted that thing on my story where you should not click on links sent to you.
Yes.
So that's when now, but she had some guys at Interpol. I don't know where Interpol is. Interpol, some private investigators who were also tracking her phone at the same time. So at least there was something going on. So I gave her my main number as well. She had them also track it for me. So there are 3 people who are tracking the phone at the same time. That's the thing. I think that's where we're at the moment actually, because we're still trying to follow up.
So bado hujapata simu yako?
No, mine
is it online?
It's off.
It's trackable though?
Right now if it goes on, you usually buy the packages Safaricom for 1 month, the bundles and everything. So I'm not afraid of data or kitukisha. As long as it's on, there's data and it triggers you. So the last time it was online was 5:38 a.m. There was mugged, and 10:28 a.m. the next day, which it was at 60%. So I'm sure it went off at some point.
Of course,
yeah. So I'm just waiting to get those updates for now. But
kuna hopes.
I don't want to give myself so much hopes because I'm tired. Last I lost the MacBook kitambo in high school, not in high school, in college. I lost the Mac, but it did a truck for you. It's nonsense. You just waste a lot of time, a lot of energy. Unless you have people who are well connected with that kind of environment, they'll help you. Otherwise, just give up.
I love the good thing you left your good phone at home because.
Luckily I left this. I usually leave one at home.
And it's actually more expensive than that.
Yeah. I left it at home. I don't know why. So that's why I think I'm at peace also, because I didn't lose everything.
Your good phone is, and your wallet is safe as well.
Yeah, my IDs, my nini are safe. So at least now I know. I've been told from my stories that now you can apply for insurance where they cover 100% of the coverage. So I'm gonna do that for this one, and probably if I get another phone.
Oh yeah, pole. So iPhone users are wako safe hapa nje pia wazichunge as much as it's trackable. It's a long process.
It's a black market or something for them. Yeah, so that's where we're currently at. At least now we're getting updates on how to secure a phone if it's lost and stuff like that. And I've posted them on my highlights, so you can.
Some can be a story. Oh, make a highlights.
I put the whole ordeal
scenario
on the highlights, so that if anyone loses the phone, they can just know what not to do and what to do.
So
at least now I have the stories on the highlights, so you can just go through them and see the ordeal and what to do and you get robbed and stuff like that, and what not to do and how the whole environment is. I guess so. But at least now what I can say is just get an eSIM if you can. Right now people are selling.
Who is it on?
You can't change the eSIM. You know it's locked to the phone.
You buy a phone with the eSIM?
No. You buy a phone. It has your physical SIM card. Just go to Safaricom, tell them you want an eSIM. They'll check if your phone is compatible, and then they put it for you. Most compatible phones are iPhones in most cases, and Z Fold and iPhones like that. Yeah. So I think that's why most people run to iPhones and stuff because of those security features.
Yeah.
It's not 100%, but it's at least. I have a couple of friends who found their phones, and I've been convinced that I'll get my phone definitely. Yeah. So I just don't want so much hope, but I just want to put at the back of.
There's a 50% chance you might not.
That's it. It's 80.
80 because of the eSIM at least.
And just the features.
And it's an iPhone anyway.
Yeah, it's 80.
I have a silly question though. So a lot of people will be saying, watafikiria, you're a mentalist, hypnotize or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say right now.
Yeah,
I should have done something at that particular time.
Yeah, does your skill help you out in such situations?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You see, I'm not...
You're not a witch, of course.
Yeah, there's some... I'm human. I'm not an angel.
Of course.
So I can't just go and start analyzing into an akaji, Atanibia or something like that.
Yeah.
You're not always in that mental state of... I'm concerned about my Uber. Who is this Uber? Is this the right car? Is this the right car? I can't be thinking, is this the right car those guys trying to steal from me?
Yeah.
So before you process this and you process this, there are two different instances.
Yeah.
And
Do you work well under pressure?
Under pressure?
As in of course we all know you as a hypnotist and mentalist. Do you work well under pressure?
No, not under pressure. I don't think I work well under pressure. That's one thing. I don't like pressure.
Open the pressure at all?
No. Just be easy.
But has your skill ever saved you from such a situation before? At least once or twice?
Yes, analyzing the situation, what you should do. Because imagine, right now I have not replaced my line for a reason. Imagine, what's the first thing you would do?
Replace my line.
Replace your line. But if I do that, that means my eSIM becomes irrelevant.
Oh yeah.
You see those kind of things.
Yeah.
So I think assessing situations in that moment is what I can say probably it helps in. What
So,
I should do, should I now start considering insurance, what if I don't get my phone? You start making theories of what you can do if this doesn't work. You make options of what will work. That way you won't be disappointed.
So you've never hypnotized a thief? An attacker?
A thief is never going to be in that position to get ready to get him. It's
so abrupt.
Yes. Thief atakuja kuangalia macho eti
Acha nikuibie.
It's down, he hits you, shoots you, whatever,
Yeah. So sorry, get well soon. You're on a medication, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at a medication, but at least I'm feeling better today. Yesterday I was feeling crazy. That second day is usually the worst day.
Yeah.
Because you feel pain in places you didn't think were painful.
Oh yeah, because you're relaxed now.
Yeah.
The shock is already gone.
Getting out of bed was just crazy. Couldn't eat. Yeah, but now at least I'm okay, kidogo.
But I hope there's someone watching over you, as in kukuchunga at this moment.
Plus my bro is also coming to see me on the weekend, so yeah, I think I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're a survivor anyway.
I'm a survivor. It's an ordeal I went through, but at least now I think for such events, people should put security outside, not just inside the venue, but just the premises of the whole place. Because those Buddha guys, right now, if you go there, they're not there. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
They target such events because they know people have cash to spend and stuff like that.
Do you go to many events though?
Yeah, I think at this point, I'm just getting off that completely. Unless I'm being paid to proper security and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't think so, because there is a lot at stake. It was like, if you're not being paid for an event, and if it's not necessary to be there, don't go.
So ni mabesha alikuwa make sure muende?
So I told you I went there
because
complimentary
of
ticket. No.
Oh, complimentary ticket.
Not because of Moses. Moses was just there. Yeah, so I got complimentary ticket to just attend. So I didn't want to let down my friend. You gave me tickets and I just wasted them. So I just went there to appear and then go back home. Yeah, so I think just security at side events and just always make sure Uber comes into the venue at least. But
most events do not.
That's what they should consider now.
They should consider that.
Yeah, because the way people get robbed out there, it's not the first time people are getting robbed. It happens everywhere. It's just that nobody talks about it or it just dies. You just assume how could you, but if you ask, so many people got robbed. So it becomes a habit. People would rob you in broad, in front of
broad daylight, and there's nothing you can do.
You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
But Ngong Road imekuwa na insecurities mob, Impala Grounds, Winning Post and
race course.
Ngong Race Course.
Yeah.
What's happening over there?
I think, but these guys, I don't know if it's Kibra or I don't know. But I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. But that was the first time I went for an event like that at that place. So, I didn't know that type of thing would happen.
Have you stories before?
No.
You've not heard of stories?
No, I had not heard of those stories, by the way.
Stay woke, my guy, stay woke.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's something that should be put on. People should know.
People should talk about it.
Yeah. It's not that those places should not have events. Yeah. It's that something should be done to make them safer.
Security should be increased, especially once they're injured.
Yeah. Those guys are just looking at you like this. And just looking at you and there's nothing they can do because they're just wearing uniform, honestly. Yeah. You can't even press a siren or something.
Hawananga guns or something to protect their...
I don't think so. I just think they have the sirens.
And Najwa Levin's exhausted. Guys, you can run to his Musau _Musau.
Yeah, just check my highlights and I see the whole
the whole ordeal.
What happened, yeah.
And then, kama you're an iPhone user, you'll also get the
Yeah, some
households,
insights.
whatever.
Yeah, I've tagged a couple of them.
Yeah.
I've been referred to a couple of them, so I've posted them online with the contacts
Yeah.
and how to go through the insurance policies and everything. So it's not just your phone you're insuring; it's your household items, your clothes, your furniture, your fridge, your TV, everything. So you put that, they give you a quote of how much you could be paying annually and how to claim it, basically. Yeah.
And thank you so much for this sacrifice, Manze. I know you weren't feeling well,
Yeah.
but I insisted that you should do this. Thank you for the sacrifice.
Yeah. Anytime.
So get well soon kindly for us and our people.
Yeah.
Like we need you back. Julio ujanifanyia ni magic.
Yeah.
But we understand.
Yeah.
We're definitely having a part 3.
Okay.
So guys, thank you so much. Do you have something to tell the people as you close up?
Stay safe out there. Make sure you don't walk alone at events or whenever you're leaving an event. And I guess, I think for this message, it's just be safe. Be safe and always call your Uber inside, or just have a way of accommodation or transportation towards where you're going. Yeah, within the premises, not outside. So I think that's our advice. And I hope the security of police can do something about this whole reports thing, because it's become a notion that now you can't report. Because once reporting is crucial, but there's nothing that happens after that.
Report alafu.
So why can't that just change? Why can't there be something? These guys are stealing because they know nothing will happen afterwards. They even have the audacity to create links for you, to send it to you, to click so they hack into your phone.
Yeah.
There's even a process of how this theft works. Why can't something be done about that? Yeah. So I think, I hope they're able to do something about these theft cases.
So sorry. Get well soon.
Okay.
And thank you so much. And thank you so much, guys. This has been Musau, the hypnotist and mentalist, explaining to us, narrating his ordeal. But if you need the whole insight to it, _K_Musau is the place to go and check.
Yes.
Go highlights zake za stories. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, guys. As always, I'm your girl McKenna. This is Glow Up with McKenna. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment. There's definitely, now if you want to know Musau in details, we already have an exclusive interview. So after this, you guys will be posting an exclusive interview, know about him, amelelewa wapi, how he first knew he had this gift, and all that. Guys, thank you so much to my videographers, Race Entertainment Gang, Aviko and Manu in absentia, and thank you so much for hosting us. Leo tumeshutia this episode at MSL. It's MSL, yeah?
MSL Homes Limited.
MSL Homes Limited. Guys, please, real estate people, consider working with him.
Get your properties, get your apartments, let, and manage it.
Alright guys, good night. Tumeshutiki to within 7. It's on Tuesday, 7:45. So good night or good morning wherever you're watching this from. And until next time, you guys, remember to watch the exclusive interview. Remember to tell me what I should ask him next, because we're definitely having a part 3. Nawapenda sana wadau. I'm your girl McKenna. The conversation does not end here. Kesh Chris is the place to hit me up. Thank you so much. Nawapenda. Until next time, God bless.